Hello, everyone.
Hello.
So today we have a very exciting race. We have Kelvin versus Liquid. At one point I want to say second versus third, but because of how tying works, they're both second.
Yeah,
This is
it,
funny.
it literally cannot get any closer in PVs.
Exactly. Uh, so yeah, both are on 200, literally tied to the second. I'm not sure what the milliseconds are, but it
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
yeah. We don't
Oh.
count milliseconds except in bonus game.
I think we should count
Exactly.
milliseconds actually. Not because I'm ahead of
No,
Liquid in
we
decimals or
don't need
anything.
to do that. It's fine.
Yeah.
No particular reason.
I've edited way too many runs. Ain't no way.
I get the feeling that Kelvin may be ahead of Liquid in milliseconds.
Hmm.
Wow, now that you mentioned it. Let me tell you a story. No, I'm kidding. We don't have time for that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited for this race. You're gonna say something?
I don't know. No.
Okay, it's all good. So are the runners ready?
Give me like 2 seconds.
Bet.
I'm good.
Alright, I'm ready.
Alrighty then.
Tims, can you DC me when we start?
Oh yeah, sure. I got
Thanks.
you. Okay, so do you want to do the countdown or shall I?
I can do the countdown.
Alright, sounds good.
All right. In 3, 2, 1, and go.
GLGL.
GLGL.
And they're off.
And yep, they're off. And I mean, I wouldn't say I forgot, but it is really weird seeing them start from the new hacked tutorial save rather than the new game. But look at the
Yeah,
sync though, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird. Twitch is usually never this close.
Yeah, that is crazy.
We'll see how it progresses. But I've had a thought here, and I can't remember what. Oh, we were talking about the tutorial save.
Yeah,
I guess it's just one of those things we'll have to get used to.
for sure.
The new era of Char.
New era, exactly. Both got a 110, which like is like literally the fastest you can get besides like a 109, but like we don't talk about that. So Kelvin going for the
you can get, except for something faster. But we don't talk about the thing that's faster.
Exactly, man. We keep it real on Speed Simpsons. So something like I didn't know about was that like so Kelvin did a very slight boost there, which is like a second or so faster than what Liquid did, where you just drive normally, and so both got a 204. Also, like Liquid only has one more coin. That's crazy.
I feel like this. I mean, if anything shows kind of how evenly matched these runners are, it is this, right?
Yeah.
You know, obviously things will diverge later on, but like at this top level, I feel like the early game is kind of so regimented in some ways.
Yeah.
And that's why we see this like super similar, you know, first so many missions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, both. I mean, at the top level. Oh no.
But as stated, things will diverge, and we see a swerving car get in Kelvin's way.
So Liquid now in the lead.
Yep.
So yeah, at the top level, of course, early game very much matters. I mean, of course, it matters at all levels, but you know what I mean. Like, it is very, very optimized. Like, you only really see people like falter here when very extreme circumstances happen.
Yeah.
But
like, well, I would say that it like it it matters like the same amount, but it's just that it doesn't matter quite as much as the later levels. It's just that at the top level, oh no,
Oh no.
it's just that that little extra bit of time save, because like the early levels kind of there's less variance.
Yeah.
It's just that at the top levels, that little bit of extra variance, that little bit of variance that does exist matters, because
Oh, for sure.
yeah, because you need every second.
Yeah. Like, the like that like 1 second that like Kelvin saved an SMRT, for instance, like that does matter.
Yeah, like
Um,
it's hundreds or even thousands of those that add up over the course of a run
for
at this
sure.
level. Just
So
those
both
like
got,
little micro optimizations.
of course, very much agreed.
That's a very
yeah.
nice boost from Liquid.
Extremely nice. Yeah, both got really good blending pushes also. But this is like one of the first like missions in the run that like really tests like whether or not it's gonna be like good or not.
Yeah,
this
this is
is
like the
the,
first real strat of the run, right?
yeah, the
I'd
first
say.
real strat. Liquid, that should be, yeah, that's fine. It like you're gonna have to like keep it there for a bit. It's not the fastest, but like it's definitely better than missing it. And oh no,
As
Kelvin.
Kelvin does right here.
Yeah. So yeah, Liquid taking a huge lead already. I mean, the other stuff was already kind of bad for Kelvin, but like this is kind of hard to recover from, like in the early stage.
This has been a very rough start.
Yeah, and I saw Kelvin was actually like practicing this before and said like he wasn't the most confident in it, and so that kind of showing here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's got that strat is kind of interesting because it's kind of like you're doing fast curator, except like it's three missions in, because it's like really field based. Like a lot of things can go wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, both of course doing the walking on air, reverse blind big brother strat.
This is a cool route. I feel like the way I do it ends up being not that faster, but it's just such a cool route that it's like it's worth it.
Yeah, for sure. Like I think it's really, I mean, I think that walking on air is just like a really cool find, and seeing it be used like this is really fun.
I think I speak for all Springfielders when I say, where is the sexy footage?
It is kind of crazy because it's like the model literally just disappears from what I remember.
Mhm.
Because the camera is too far away from it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Naomi, you're so
Like if you've ever
sexy when you're
like if you've ever
paranoid.
seen the glitch where like the player like the character gets invisible, like you actually get the same kind of like walking on air effect.
Yeah. Yeah, I never really learned how that worked, I'm not gonna lie, but it just seems like really, really interesting.
There's lots of like interesting glitches in this game, and it's kind of sad that we only use a select few of them.
For sure.
With
Very unfortunate. I think like, oh, Liquid not getting that wasp, unfortunate, but I think one of like the like very like obscure ones that like is only used as a meme is definitely like the one that I can think of is like the Ben strat in 3-1.
oh, the bin out of bounds.
Yeah, the Ben out of bounds. Like it saves time, but it's really, really dumb. So like nobody does it.
Yeah.
Kelvin gets the wasp.
I thought I heard that like Kelvin's first 117 got it or something. Like some random run. I thought Kelvin got into a PB once.
Yeah, I feel like that sounds kind of somewhat familiar. Like I feel like there was like some top runner who may have gotten it.
I don't remember like what the discussion was or where I saw it somewhat recently, but like I don't actually remember it. But yeah, but like it is one of those things. It's like, why is it? It's like, yeah, just like you could get out of bounds using a bin.
Yeah.
There's seemingly no other way to do it, which is like the crazier part for me.
For sure.
Kelvin seems rather unhappy based on the way he's flicking his camera.
I mean, understandable. I mean, that office space is very rough. Very rough.
Yeah.
But Liquid is on to Bone Storm. This is kind of like...
He got a couple of missed drops, but I think he should be fine for the shortcut.
Yeah, at the very... Oh, no.
That's
I'm surprised it didn't drop. But yeah, something you saw from both of...
But no, sorry, go ahead.
I was just about to say, like, something you just saw from both runners is that both opted to get into their cars in order to get the trees, and while, like, you know, it looks kind of dumb at first, like, at a high level, also the coin routes are very, very optimized, so, like, even those random objects can really add up over time.
Yeah.
When it comes to, like, you know, getting what you need.
I don't think it had wonky driving, but I wasn't really paying that close attention.
Oh no.
Kelvin just whiffed the drop a little bit.
Yeah, Kelvin had like definitely like an opportunity there to catch up, but unfortunately not able to do that. Not able to make use of it. Yeah. So I wasn't able to see it, but a very funny little optimization you can do here is if you go down the ramp and you press reverse for a bit, it gives you a slight boost, and like I think the Comstop did it, and I'm not sure if, like I said, I didn't see if Liquid did it, but like Kelvin actually was very recently made aware of this, so making good use of it there. So Liquid leaving the level with a 1034. Not bad.
I feel like that's one of those like, it's like normal, I think, for that level. Not necessarily like great, but like pretty typical.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
Kelvin, I think that's. Is that an 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an 1102 or something.
Yeah, I mean, like
that is pretty miserable.
Yeah, I mean, like, given what happened, you know, it's very respectable, you know, but at the same time, like, at this level, you really cannot be getting anything, like, above sub-11, so...
Apparently, according to Liquid, the Bone Storm truck did have wonky driving, so I guess I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I just cannot see these things. Like, it's really, really hard for me to tell, like... I mean, in some cases it's obvious, some cases it's not, like, with things have wonky driving. It's just a very, very weird phenomenon in this game.
Yeah. There are a lot of weird phenomenon in this game, and like, oh yeah, because I was just having this conversation earlier today. A runner ran into a glitch that I had only ever seen once, that I ran into like when I first started running. Apparently the Globex can get like, it's not wonky, it's like this super sensitive driving where you like spin in circles and crap. It's really weird.
Yeah.
And like, I had only ever seen it in one other circumstance.
Oh my gosh.
And like, there's just so much about this game that I think we have yet to know, honestly.
Oh, of course. Like
we kind of like, I think we sometimes delude ourselves into thinking like, oh yeah, we know a lot about this game. And it's like,
yeah.
Sometimes it's like then you kind of look down at the rest of the iceberg, and it's like, I can't see the bottom of this.
Oh yeah. I mean, the thing about Char, right, is that like, it's like, when you think about it, it's kind of a linear speedrun. You know, there's not like anything crazy, like any kind of like huge like sequence breaks. You know, no like end credits warp, anything like that. But like, I think what makes it interesting is that it's not like that, and that like, you know, you kind of like all these different small optimizations, you know, like all these like small finds just kind of culminating into what we know. I mean, like Homer 2, I mean, it's definitely not normal, but you know.
And like, I feel, yeah, I know that, but like, it's also in contrast to something like Celeste, where like everything feels more codified in a way. Like, Char is a much more feel-based game, I think.
Mm-hmm. Where
like it's not the, you know, all of the like little like all these little micro optimizations, like they're like kind of hard to document, and they kind of either go like undocumented or like quasi-documented.
Yeah.
And you just kind of learn them over time, because like they like end up being the like natural thing to do, where you see somebody else do them or something, right? If that makes sense.
Oh yeah, for sure. I kind of get. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not like very familiar with like Celeste speedrunning, but I think I get what you're saying with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like speaking of like things that like were found not too long ago, you saw Liquid kind of make use of the wasp cycle, which actually like we had no idea how like the wasps move, but actually it's like I don't know the exact, but like it's like tied to your computer in some way, and
Yeah.
so like
I actually
we
don't know
made-
what it is either, but
yeah.
I like never figured it out. I believe, yeah, Greenie figured out the initial like concept. I think
Yeah.
somebody looking at the source code leak, I think it was Alice who figured out like the specifics.
Yeah, like at first I remember we were all like using like a GIF, but then like Alice made
desync
a
after like several hours. Yeah.
yeah, like we would we'd use that GIF, but then Alice made a very lightweight program, lightweight program that
Yeah.
allows us to you know, experience it without having to desync, which is nice. So
Yeah. Shout out to Night Theorist. She's a legend.
oh for sure.
I still remember. I'm pretty sure that like in the early development of that program, she still had desync issues.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Played hell trying to figure out how to make it not desync.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty incredible overall.
But like, yeah, it's probably tied to like computer time or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that would be the best guess.
Yeah, it's some kind of like really like weird obscure thing that has to do with your computer. I don't know, but
Yeah, I would. I guess system time. That would be like the obvious thing to me, but it could be a lot of things. I don't.
it could be a lot of things. I don't know. I'll definitely like look into that after this race
Yeah.
for sure. But also, I just want to say like Liquid and Kelvin both got really good dirt jumps, which is like very pivotal for this. And also like you're gonna see Kelvin do it, but Liquid had a pretty good highway jump. This is, I mean, I want to say it's recent, but bro, it was like 2 to 3 years ago at this point. Like,
I
so
think it was like I thought highway jump was like 4 or 5. I know. I thought it was like 5 years ago. I thought it was 2020.
it may have been like 2020. Yeah, like it was a
That
while
was
ago.
5 years ago, Tims. I know
Yeah,
it doesn't
exactly.
feel like it, but
Yeah, like
it was
you know,
2020.
like
Yeah,
I mean, is it not 2022? That's
it's
crazy.
2025, Tims. I know it hurts.
So yeah, Liquid and Kelvin now onto Better Than Beef, which is definitely a like this is definitely like, you know, both runners are on 200, and this is one of those missions where like FPS really makes a difference, because literally this entire mission is about controlling your speed, not stopping, you know, like never slowing.
Yeah.
Because
It just,
Cletus,
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just about to say like the Cletus truck is definitely like a, like, you know, I mean, it has a very bad reputation for like how bad its stats are, but you know, it's like one of those vehicles in the game that like really is affected by FPS.
Yeah, it's got a low acceleration, so like all the little boosts and bumps and stuff, you know, really, you know, they really speed things up, especially at high FPS.
Yeah. Liquid is able to get the fast cycle, which like I believe saves. I'm not sure how much time it saves, but it saves like a lot of, like a pretty good amount of time at this level. Calvin not able to get it. I mean, which is kind of funny because like I remember Kelvin at one point was like just on this flipping mission like for three hours just trying to get the cycle, and like so it's like really tricky to hit, but like at high level it really pays some dividends.
I thought when a car gets an emote of car name no that it meant it had a reputation for being stable. Yeah, that definitely is the case.
Fun fact, that emote was actually made by Kelvin. Please struck no.
Oh
Interesting.
yeah, it was.
So yeah, Liquid has about like 700 coins, which you know, I feel like is definitely what you want at the very least. Going into buying Mr. Plow.
What's Kelvin at?
Uh,
A little bit
okay.
less, but
So look, yeah,
it's probably fine. I think. I don't know.
yeah,
You know, I don't know high level coin routes like at all.
yeah. I mean, I'm somewhat familiar. I'm somewhat not at the same time. I feel like, going off the fact that like people are usually able to leave this mission at like 850 with like 700 going into it, like it should be fine. But at the same time, you know, it's not the best. I mean, Liquid still has like a 30 coin lead. So
Coin leads are rather non-linear, right? Like, you know,
yeah,
the 30 coin lead means kind of, it's a little bit different when like one runner is kind of barely have enough coins
no.
versus like barely not have enough coins. There's kind of a big difference there.
yeah.
Versus
Also,
like they both have good coins, and there's a 30 coin difference, right?
yeah, and hopefully this difference isn't made even wider because Liquid does have hit and run right now. Gonna get this Wasp on foot, very clean, hitting the pixel on the stair in order to get the insta exit vehicle, and this should be fine. But this is still rather risky.
Yeah, this is a little scary because like I don't think it's gonna go away.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's
I don't know what it's. I don't know what it's doing. Ooh.
Oh
It's
wow.
like on one. This is kind of
Okay.
interesting.
And I've seen like,
Yeah, he's
okay,
fine.
yeah, Liquid is fine, but I mean, this is funny because like Kelvin is on the screen. There's like a very infamous clip of like Kelvin getting busted there after talking to, or like right before talking to Nick at like when bro was like 50 meters away. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I feel
Liquid
like
getting a
bus rules can be a little unintuitive.
yeah. I have no idea how it works. I'm not gonna act like I do. So Liquid had a really
I
good.
have some
start.
suspicion of how it works, but I've never like double checked it.
Yeah. I like. I don't know. It's a lot to unpack. Liquid, however, getting a very good second car. I mean, kind of far back, but you know, I mean, as long as you're able to get it in that spot, you should be fine. Leads you in very well to the third car, and Kelvin got a really good first car as well.
I feel like that second car or that third car for Liquid was maybe a little weak. Ooh.
Oh yeah. Like
and
that
then, like
first.
now it's gotten out.
Oh,
That's
no.
a really good second car for Kelvin.
Oh yeah.
And then that should be that's pretty good for Liquid.
Yeah, Kelvin has slowly but surely been kind of bringing this lead back. I'm just now noticing.
Yeah, it's like a really
Yeah.
good third car. We'll see how
Yeah,
the fourth car
Kelvin's.
goes.
Oh yeah.
And then, yeah, that's pretty good. That's definitely a lot better than Liquid's.
That's a 650. Yeah, that's making up a lot of time on Liquid. Liquid is still obviously going to be in the lead, but you know.
Yeah.
Well done. And the crowd goes wild. Wouldn't be too much trouble.
So the runners, they're able to see what's going on the other person's screen, but a lot of the people like elect not to because it could cause pressure or stress or something like that. So
I think it was like a 6. Oh yeah, and they both got cutscene skip, which is always cool.
very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was like a 13-second difference on the sellouts.
Yeah.
It's honestly pretty nuts.
Yeah, Kelvin making up a lot of time in this early game, bringing it down from like a 34-second race or something like that to about a 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. So both of these runners hopefully able to get the fast cycle here. Actually, not so recently was found that because runners used to like go down the stairway like from the start and like but instead people now turn left, and that gives you a much bigger window in order to hit the cycle here.
Yeah, because the load trigger is like basically like the area before the stairs.
Yeah.
So you're like, instead of having to like turn into the stairs, I forget exactly how far it extends to. You hit the load trigger kind of later, I guess, relatively speaking.
Yeah, and those stairs are also just very jank. Like, something that was found, like, I keep wanting to say things are recent, but they weren't recent. Was that, like, there's a zone, there's a jump zone trigger right next to it. I think both runners kind of try to make use of that by, like, going slightly to the right. Helps them get the stairs faster.
Yeah. And here we're gonna see the hit and run strat where, I think this is more recent, where like, I say recent, probably from like 22 or something, where they're gonna spawn a hit and run car, and the idea is that the car is gonna blow itself up on the and you see Liquid get it. This blows itself up on like the beach, and it gets the box and transfers the coins.
Yeah. It's surprisingly consistent also.
Yep, and I think we see both runners get it.
Yep. Liquid still has a pretty big coin lead at the
I think
moment.
it's grown, actually.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
It's
it was like...
It's like 60, it's like almost... It's like 50 something, it's like 50 coins now. Or something.
Yeah, it was 30 at one point. I don't know if...
Bonfire, which is not the most difficult strat, but one that can be annoying at times.
For sure. Liquid able to get it very, very well there. Though this can be kind of like a pain at top level, because if you don't get a correct hit on him, he will like to fight with you, and
Yeah.
I've seen Kelvin kind of tilt at that in the past. It's like really unfortunate.
Yeah, hit and
when it
run
happens.
beachbox is one of those like great examples of like kind of how like crazy optimized this game can get. I honestly feel like there's like more straight strats like that just waiting in the wings. At least that's how I view it.
Yeah, this game
But,
always
you know.
has like room to grow like that. I feel like.
Yeah, like it feels like the taste of some like crazy like AI based strats kinda,
Yeah.
where we like manipulate all sorts of stuff.
So
And we're gonna see Balmer's warp in the fish van.
yeah, that was very interesting. Yes.
That's a little unusual. Wouldn't expect him to do that. I guess he doesn't feel good about like the. Or did he even go for the crusty Camp Crusty coins?
No, he skipped it.
Oh, that explains it then.
I think Kelvin.
I guess
okay,
he's
Kelvin
gonna
is.
go for him. Yeah.
Yeah, with these coins, I absolutely understand. I had no idea, like, what the required coins were for you to be able to skip that, but Liquid had like 419.
Yeah. Liquid obviously felt confident enough that he can skip them, versus Kelvin, who did not.
I imagine in order to make those coins up, definitely relying more on the wasp cycle and being able to actually hit the freebies. Interesting for Liquid, hopefully able to hit him.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Wow. That was
Love when
very
that happens.
optimal. Like, actually really optimal. Like, damn. Like, usually you see stuff like that, and, like, it's, like, really comedic and that stuff. That was just fast.
Yeah. It was.
Oh.
I mean, I feel like most of those are usually still pretty fast, even if it takes a while to get destroyed. Like,
Yeah.
Usually, it's almost always it's almost always destroyed like before you get anywhere near the third car. So it's
Lisa Simpson at your service.
Strike one. Counterfeit designer jeans. The foulest of all crimes. It's strike two. running over an elderly person without a license. Don't be alarmed. I'm a professional badge guy.
Wicked.
Oh, Mom!
Oh, no!
I've gotta go.
And
Yay! I won!
Damn. Apparently OBS issues. Hopefully be able to come
Yeah.
back soon.
It's unfortunate, Gaff, but there's only.
Oh wait, are we back?
Are we back?
I think we're back. There is no Discord stream, but it is live on Sweet Simpsons.
I just closed it too. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know how Kelvin's sleuthing went, but they're both on
Yeah.
fishy deals now.
Yeah.
There we go.
This is very chill mission, I would say. You know, like just very consistent, like driving and oh, the Discord stream is back. Okay. But yeah, just like consistent driving and just like making use of very very like tight lines. You know.
Yep.
Not really much to say here. You just kind of collect the fish and.
Yep. It took me a long time to realize whether like what she's actually supposed to be doing in this mission.
Oh
'Cause,
yeah.
But I in the source code leaks, there's actually some like documents. She is in fact freeing the fish. She's lying to the sea captain.
Yeah. I mean, like, there are also like voice lines that are like Frida, you know, like that.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
famous
like
voice line.
it's confusing because it's like because the sea captain is like thanks for delivering me catching the day or whatever, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
it's like it's kind of confusing what it is that she's doing.
All right, so this is okay.
Yeah.
So this is phone booth limo strat. I believe it was from about like 2020, 2021. Where you just saw Liquid do it in the Malibu Stacy. That is very very hard, very tight timing,
Kelvin's gonna
but
do it as well in the Malibu Stacy. Looks like.
yeah, able to get the boat jump there. Very nice.
Yeah, it's like marginally faster, I think, because you don't have to like go to the phone booth
Yeah,
or something. Like, but it's just that much harder than doing it in Mr. Plow.
yeah. It's like the more like used strat for sure is to do it in the Mr. Plow, but at top level you do it in the Malibu with no reset, which is kind of crazy. But Liquid got a 31.46. Very nice. Usually sub 32, I imagine, is really good at this level.
Wow, a lot of people have pools.
I don't know. you're talking to the wrong person for that one.
Yeah.
I still don't fully understand the strat behind this thing that Liquid's doing right now, or what Liquid was trying to do.
Yeah.
Of getting to the Quickie Mart Wasp. Oh, and we're seeing the other kind of donut truck strat, not donut fire. I believe Kelvin discovered this.
Yeah,
It's a bit faster, but I believe it's more difficult.
Yeah. So Kelvin gonna get this wasp. I believe the reason why you do this, you get this wasp here is so that you can get the right chest bar as a freebie in 4-7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's Mars coin routes do not make sense at all.
Yeah. I feel it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 31.46 or 30.
Yeah.
For-
You
for
did
five,
say
yeah.
that. I should have remembered.
Oh, it's all
I
good.
don't remember what Kelvin's was.
I'm sorry, about to say something.
Oh, sorry, but the other. Oh, sorry. Never mind. I'm not thinking's great. Just go ahead.
It's all good. So yeah, this is so both of them bought inmate. This is early inmate route. It's been around for actually a little while now.
Couple years, I think.
Yeah.
I think this is like the big Marjorie route. I believe this is in part due to for some reason I keep thinking that it was due to in part to the 4-3 boost strat, but I'm not actually sure if that's the case.
Yeah.
Or if that's just a coincidence.
I think that they were kind of found around the same time. Actually, Bedge found the boost strat, which I feel like is kind of under discussed. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. Either way though. So this can be a pretty stressful mission. But at top level, of course, you're just kind of getting coins when you can. Both are gonna.
There's actually a thing that they do, and they get the Malibu Stacy here to get ESS. That is.
Yeah. That is the thing. Yes. You get the Malibu Stacy here to set up for ESS in 4-5. Yeah. 4-4, my bad.
Yeah, it'd be for 4-4.
But yeah, that is. I mean, there's also you're gonna hopefully see Liquid getting these vents here, but hopefully you're gonna see Liquid go for the push at the end of the mission, which is one of the few one of the many upsides of doing this mission in Malibu Stacy. Besides also not having to. Besides also being able to just go up to Cletus and talk to him.
Yeah. Well, that's the inmate, but.
So Liquid able to not able to get the push, but a pretty good drop either way. Hopefully Kelvin can also have a pretty similar drop there. And now on to 4-3.
Another one of those missions that involves the Cletus truck and just is really FPS dependent. Probably outside of Homer 2, probably the last big ultra FPS dependent mission.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Armored Truck exists, but
yeah, that one is a bit different.
Driving.
Yeah, for sure. Also, I just realized that this is about a 34-second race, something like that. I'm not sure.
36-26 on the. I know which packet it is. I forget which number. It's the one after the jump.
It would actually, going off of Lisex, it's more like a 24-second, but definitely a bit past since then. So.
Ooh, Liquid doesn't get the boosts.
Yeah, not able to get the boost, but this is also found to be a bit faster than the old strat, which was to bump into the pipes going into the tunnel there.
53. What's 53 minus 26?
30. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just.
Oh no, it's all good.
7. Why can't I do this? Why can't I do basic? 27. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all good.
So it's pretty similar.
So something pretty integral to this route is being able to spawn the wasps correctly. And so what Kelvin and I guess Liquid also, what they did was they tried to spawn the left chest side wasp before the one on the right. You do need to spawn both of them. It looks like both Kelvin was able to do that correctly. And if you do that, and then spawn in the wasp on the school, then you can get the school stairs wasp freebie. I believe that's how it works, unless both of these runners do a somewhat different approach to that. So yeah,
Ooh.
It's very confusing.
Some Canyon Arno action.
Canyon Arno.
Just that's not too bad.
Is this going to affect my insurance? Oh, that was expensive.
So you just saw Kelvin just
really
move
getting in
very.
Kelvin's way.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So with this reroute, this mission has 4-4 has definitely become more. So Liquid able to get the Wasp there, that's good, but definitely more eventful. You have to do bush strat there, which you used to not have to do. You just had to do it in Malibu Station, but if you do that, then you should have all of neighbors, and that was kind of like one of the main goals with this route was to eliminate having to do that in 4-6. So.
Another part of this route is to switch to Malibu Stacy during 4-5 itself, which can be kind of scary.
Yeah.
Given the fail condition.
Yeah. Sure. So hopefully Liquid. Okay. So Kelvin getting hopefully a decent enough second drop, because something very risky about getting ESS here is that if you get bad drops, there's a chance that you could get fail glitch, where I mean, you definitely know more about it than I do, but basically if you have like 2 drops at once, if it drops again, I believe that's when you fail.
What the fail condition is when you're too far away from an item spawn, and the issue is that that like distance is actually less than the green bar. So if it like drops it while you're far enough away, you'll instantly fail. This is like why you fail. It's the same condition as like why you fail in 5-5 if you go inside the DMV.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's like how you fail 5-5 right away, or kind of right away, because it's the same like objective.
Yeah.
And that's
So
like I think it's like 200 units or something versus like the 275 for the green bar.
Okay.
Something like that.
So
I forget the exact numbers.
So there's kind of like a ghost sort of like objective there, like fail condition.
Yeah, it's a hidden objective basically inside like the hidden condition inside the objective.
Yeah.
Apparently Liquid just straight up forgot to do Canyon Era Bush Dread. I didn't even notice.
I was too busy talking about wasps and Kelvin slipping bush straps, so.
Grandpa, what does this have to do with the crap?
So
So, yeah,
talking about the run from a meta perspective and like not actually talking about the runs from the actual race perspective. Despite it being a reasonably close race.
Yeah, it is a really close race, given all that's
That
happened.
sellout was fast, according to Kelvin.
Oh yeah, I was like, yeah, we agree. Yeah, 650. That's not bad at all. I would be very happy with that. So yeah, Liquid is now going to have to get the box in 4-6, which is a bit slower, but it's just a box. It's just a box, so. So
or he might even skip it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Because like getting coins on foot is actually like weirdly slow when you like break it down. Just because you have to like run around in a circle just to get it. You have to like ground pound and then run around in a circle, and it's like that is time save. That is material time, right? Like
Yeah. Look, we're getting the gag there.
Like, it feels like it's worth it, so I feel like a lot of runners end up doing it, and it may actually end up being like worth it, but it's like why we don't go for it's why we like didn't go for the Quickie Mart Wasp in this mission, just because the added little bit of added extra time of going out of your way for that Wasp made it not worth it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the CPS calculations were on like any of this. I know that the Liquid was unable to get that Wasp.
So I just don't understand how coin routes work at all.
Yeah, Liquid was not able to get that Wasp. So that means that he will have to skip the right chessboard Wasp in 4-7 unless
unless you were to get it on foot, which I believe is pretty slow.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
At
like,
this level, anyway. It's not like ultra slow, but it's like
yeah,
at this level, it's definitely slow.
yeah, and it's really funny. I was actually like you know, that wasp was called the wasp of shame, right? But like,
Yeah.
it's really not that bad. So,
Marge Simpson.
um, so yeah, Liquid is on to 4-7 from outer space, destruction mission. Very very fast paced. Going for pole strat here. That angle looks kind of weird. Gonna hopefully be able to hit it on the pole here, and get the vent.
It's not that like it's not an optimal pull strat, but it's like almost like it's. I feel like it's almost good enough.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's not too bad considering he got out and he was only a few hits away, and he was already on the way to the Burns Mansion. So
Yeah, probably only lost like a couple seconds on that. Kelvin,
yeah,
on the other
Kelvin.
hand, does get a more or less. Well, I say that,
Yeah.
but he also gets out somehow.
I would say Liquid is probably marginally faster because this is the very weird position to be in for
Yeah.
Kelvin, and also Liquid barely getting that that box would have been really bad for his coin route.
Yeah, I still don't really know how his coins are relative. I feel like they're okay, but I don't.
Yeah, they're okay. I mean,
But
without
maybe
the
they weren't great. Those are some.
Oh, what the
this is some
flip?
interesting truck here.
This is interesting. What the flip?
It-
Oh my god. What is bro doing?
There he gets it.
Yeah, so Liquid was not able to get that wasp as a freebie. So these are looking just like pretty normal coins, I guess. I mean, like they
Yeah.
aren't what you want, but they're like a bit. I would say they're like the bare minimum of like what you really want.
Yeah.
Like 700 going into Apu.
Well, he'll have more than that because he has Crusty Murder.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's kind of a cool looking third truck there. He like backs into it for the hit.
yeah. Like you ideally want more than 700, but like just having 700 is usually fine. So
Okay, he had,
Oh.
okay, never mind. He had less than I thought he did. I thought he had like 670 or 680 or something. No, he has like 660.
yeah,
It'll
it's
still
like
be a
gonna
little, it'll be a bit above 700.
yeah. So yeah, I missed Kelvin's second truck, but that third truck seemed good enough.
Yeah, it
This-
was kind of scuffed, but it still seems pretty fast.
Yeah, for sure. This mission is also interesting because it's kind of like an FPS difference thing when you wouldn't expect it, even though it's a destruction mission, because like lower FPS, of course, like bigger damage, but the boosts really go a long way on 200 in that mission.
Yeah. On the other hand, you have to deal with Canyon Arrow at 200, which is an animal.
Oh yes,
In
of
and
course.
itself.
So
Like-
Calvin, oh yeah, what's up?
No, go ahead.
I was about to say like Calvin, as assuming I mean I don't mean to curse this, you do the mini commentary curse, but assuming that Calvin does get this wasp as a freebie, should take the coin advantage or the coin lead, which is the first time this race, I believe. Does get
Does
it.
get it, so you didn't curse him.
Good. I've done some amazing commentary curses, man. It's
I think
crazy.
we all have.
Yes. Sometimes like you do it like so well that it's just like, okay, man.
Yeah.
So Liquid buying American, which is as he should buy American.
Yeah, did not buy Army, did not buy B Sharps.
Yeah.
You know, we've all I've never bought Army or B Sharps, but I have, of course, very infamously bought Hockey Lisa.
Yes.
I've also bought Classy.
I think
We've just about all of us have made wrong costume purchases at some point, so
yeah.
it is a very plausible mistake to make.
So Liquid so I believe what Kelvin is probably going to do is so you want to get ESS in this mission so that when you do 5-3 with the NC Plus route, you have ESS.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen a lot of runners do the ESS at that phone booth there, which I believe. I mean, I'm not sure about what the timings are. I think it's like slower, but like more consistent. But the faster way is what I imagine Liquid is going to do, which is where you go to the phone booth up here and get ESS. But traffic can really get in the way here, so could be risky.
I feel like getting ESS anywhere in this mission has got to be scary. As
And
we see an ambulance right in his way.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
He is very close.
Bro is living on the... Oh no. Hit and run.
And has hit and run.
This is bad.
Oh my god.
Oh my... How has... Wow, that's crazy. I thought that was for sure a fail.
It's still not over.
It's still not over, yeah. Kelvin definitely getting the ESS more,
Liquid's gonna
more
go
cleanly.
forego one bend, which is honestly justified, understandable
No!
here.
Oh, okay, okay. I got so afraid there. Like, that was crazy. If
This is
bro
a
did...
crazy 5-1.
Yes.
Like, god damn.
Wow, that is like one of the most clutch 5-1s I've ever seen in my life. I'm not gonna lie.
I think he's okay at this point. But wow.
Yeah, I mean, Kelvin extending the coin lead, but like honestly, man, like if I'm Liquid, I'm just happy I didn't get busted there, because Jesus Christ.
Didn't get busted, didn't fail, like.
Screw your coin leads, man.
Yeah.
I didn't get busted.
Like. That was very impressive, honestly.
Yeah, very impressive indeed for Liquid.
That being said, Liquid will. No, wait, never mind.
Oh, okay. Kelvin getting kind of trolled by the drop there, unfortunately.
Yeah,
not getting the card.
Come on, you're getting early American. You gotta get the card.
Yeah, exactly. So Liquid pausing and getting the Wasp here. Very nice. Very nice use of the Wasp cycle as well.
Yep.
Liquid. Actually, I don't know the timing on like parking here versus parking on the side. I imagine it's like, it's not that different, but either way.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably pretty close, and like I feel like it's kind of harder to park on the side optionally. Kelvin, I think, didn't go for any kind of pause on pause and just kind of went for it.
Yeah, Liquid tried to.
Lost in the process.
It looked like Liquid was gonna try and talk to Bart, which would have been not fast.
If you give me a ride, I will pay you $1 million.
Going back and doing 4-1. You
Yeah.
gotta do it again. Fans.
Of course. So Liquid getting a very nice NG plus strat here. These drops, I don't like these drops. Gonna have to kind of approach it small or like slowly. And, okay.
If I remember correctly, the actual like the thing you do is you actually approach fast, because like otherwise it crashes.
Oh, okay. I mean, I know that it's like you do like if you get 7 drops at once, that's when you crash. But
Yeah, it's like if you go.
Oh, no!
Speaking of crashes.
No. Kelvin crashing the mission, or like game crashing, unfortunate. The procedure here, for those who do not know, is Kelvin now must go into starter coins, new game, and then warp to unlock all missions also, and then yeah.
Yeah, starting coins, UAM, someone else will have to figure out how many coins.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
Liquid pausing to express his condolences to Kelvin.
Yeah. UAM starting coins, new game.
Oh, and skippable FMVs.
Yeah. Yeah, all the missions where, you know, skippable FMVs would be bad have passed, so you can now do skippable FMVs. Liquid going for jump zone.
There's a strat here where you push Wig'em down the highway. Apparently, Liquid says approximately 120.
Gork, is this true?
I'm not sure why Liquid needed to. I feel like Liquid should have just focused on his own run. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Not important. He's going for highway.
yeah, I mean, time is going to be subtracted. So, like, this is just time that Liquid is losing at this point.
Yeah. He does
Okay,
get
so
it, though.
does get it. Very nice. And this is definitely, for a lot of people, this is definitely, like, a really, really good thing in the run. Because the OG Wiggum push, very, very hard due to traffic. And while it can still be punishing, it's definitely not as bad with Jump Zone. Very, very important that Liquid gets that wrench there, because if you don't, then you have to do Never Trust the Snake with Jump Zone, which is not very fun.
I thought that was a thing that people did do, actually.
Nah, I think that I mean, I feel like optimally it might be faster, but at the same time, like, it's probably just like kind of a headache. So like people often opt to just like get the rinse there, but
Yeah, so yeah, the game crashed because there was too many drops at once, and the sound from each of the drops, like there's only a limit. There's a limit to the number of sounds Char can play before it just crashes.
okay.
That's why that happens.
I couldn't tell. I didn't know it was a sound thing. I thought it was just like the getting of the drops in and of itself. That kind of.
Yeah.
So Kelvin not getting a good strat here. This is a. Oh no, this is a very rough way to come back after a crash.
Yeah,
but...
that is. It's unfortunate because he obviously got the strat beforehand, but you know.
Yeah,
didn't
I mean,
finish the mission, so.
this should be fine.
Yeah,
this
I
is
think this
fine.
works.
I mean, it's
You
not
gotta
the
have
worst.
The baby van is in the way. He's
Getting out of the car.
let's go.
Honestly,
Yeah.
optimal.
Sure.
I mean, like, I mean, if it would have been funny though if the baby van like reversed and ran into him, but we don't talk about that. So Liquid doing something that is actually fairly recent. This route got all of the garbage cans outside of the monorail, and now going to go on the escalator here. Hopefully, get on here and be able to get it kind of the reverse way.
Oh, Kelvin. Oh, that's our fault. We forgot to account for American.
Yes, yes, we did. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna we're gonna do this one more time.
Yeah.
Liquid, collecting all of them, also doing something fairly optimal. Destroying the wasp, but then getting the CBFH from the phone booth.
Yeah, I think you lose like a couple coins that way, but you get most of them.
Yeah.
What happened? You were Kelvin crashed, and then we forgot to account for Americans, so he has to go buy them again.
Yeah. Kelvin's final time will be. We'll just have to know towards the end of the race, which is very unfortunate. I've never seen a race in which like something like this happens and the person who crashed wins, and like it's not immediately noticeable. So this could be interesting.
Yeah.
Assuming, you know, no matter what happens.
Panicking with time calculations. Just take your time, Guff.
Yeah, like if we don't know it by the end of the race, then it's fine. As long as like it's calculated eventually, you know, we can like put a big question mark on the race, you know.
Yeah, like we don't. Yeah. Well, the other thing is there's still a decent amount of the race to go as well. So like.
Yes.
You know, like we. So it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Liquid very much in the RTA lead though. We'll see if that changes. So on to Armor Truck. Oh yes, this thing. So that camera manip was in order to make. I mean, I've like heard of it. I've never seen it done in a run. So able to do that and manip the traffic so that it does not interfere with the strat as it often does. Yeah, Liquid was in the lead. It was about like a 30-second lead, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Kelvin had somewhat better coins. I guess has somewhat better coins.
So Liquid's armor truck did not get stuck. This is very good to see.
Yep.
Kind of on the absolute edge of where you can sit here for.
Yep. And he's getting out of the car in order to try to get the armored truck to destroy itself a little faster.
Yes. Rubber banding is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, like, and the thing is, like, the armored truck is it's called the target AI, and that has fairly aggressive rubber banding.
Yeah.
So it is completely justified. It actually does kind of make a material difference.
So Kelvin looks like had a very fine wig and push.
Yep.
Still very much in this race. So Liquid onto Curator, a mission where lots of things could go wrong, but at just the top level, we'll only have to. This is a fast Curator. That Liquid is gonna go for, bro. Able to get the freebie, very nice. Liquid, not able to get it, unfortunate. Let's see. Oh, getting damage there at least, so should be one hit. Hopefully able to get him before the highway. Just barely. That is definitely there's definitely a point at which Kelvin can save some time on Liquid. Oh no, getting hit and run, but at the very end of the mission, so it doesn't matter.
Another successful cutscene skip.
Mashing.
Apparently LP3 is doing calculations for this, so yeah, like
I think it's very, very interesting to see the run without cutscene skip because used to do that in alt tab. Used to be a lot more consistent on higher FPS, but now it's like it's literally slower to do it as like I mean it was always slower, but you know like
yeah,
you have nothing to lose by just mashing there. Like it only loses like a second or two if you miss the cutscene. Or
nice little spin from Liquid.
Farming aura right now. Tweet Simpsons hours. So anyway, Liquid has about 650 coins. Very nice. Of course,
that's quite a few.
Yeah,
that's has, you know, he literally has enough to buy Globex. He didn't even get the box at the beach or at the squid port.
Yeah, these coins are very good for Liquid.
And yeah, I think at this level, I'm pretty sure Kelvin goes for it. I think Liquid does as well. They're gonna go for 6-2 Krusty Lou.
Very interesting strat. So you get the E-Brake here, and then you have to collect all of Krusty Lou as fast as possible. You usually see people, if they can, leave the vents in the box there in order for FMJ, but Liquid just able to get all of it. Very nice.
All right, now Kelvin on to FMJ.
Hopefully you're gonna have a very good armor truck. Let's see. I mean, Bro, I'm over analyzing this. Liquid is literally in 6-2. So bro is driving. Has to win this race over the Krusty's limo.
Yeah, thank you LP3 for doing that for us.
Sick community member.
Whoa, wicked.
So, Liquid doing a thing here where you go around in order to. I mean, I believe this is like barely slower, but it really doesn't matter that much. It looks cool.
Oh, what, the thing goes off the side?
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
Kelvin able to get the freebie there very nicely. It was kind of swag how he did it also.
That was
Yeah.
totally awesome. Mine, all mine. Oh yeah, baby, bring it on.
What do you think about 6-3?
It is a mission that is more difficult than is sometimes believed. But not to say that it is difficult, if that makes sense.
Yes. I mean, long-running joke in community is that this is an eventful mission. However, like it can get very eventful very fast if the wrong set of circumstances, you know,
Yeah.
get set in place.
Like, I mean, the reason that it became a meme was, I believe, in that very race that it was spoken that this mission was one of the most uneventful in the entire run. Both runners in that race failed it.
So it was the greatest commentary curse of all time.
Whoa, wicked.
It was the greatest commentary curse of all time. You want to know who did it?
Who did it?
Now,
Kelvin.
please, time to run.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is a bit of lore that I did not know until I commentated this race. So Kelvin,
Nice one.
coin's not looking as good as Liquid's, but still very nice. Hopefully able to get the strat, making up some time on Liquid. Very nicely done from Kelvin. So yeah, Kelvin, you know, despite the crash and the very big RTA lead that Liquid has, because his game did not crash, Kelvin is very much still in this race.
Oh yeah. Professor Frank, you got it. Bart Simpson at your
Going to the loo. That is the mission that 12th Kelvin is on. Hopefully able to get the cycle. Does save a bit of time. Does get it. Liquid onto 6-4. Onto the drive to the Duff Brewery.
Easy peasy. Way off there.
Very nice.
Nothing.
Indeed.
My rims cost $900. Oh, this is too cool for school.
Nicely done from Liquid. Able to get the drops
Whee!
very nicely. And gets the freebie here. Gonna get another one?
Ooh,
Does get it.
boost from Kelvin's school bus.
Oh. Oh yeah, the school bus at the end of this mission is can definitely
Hello, drivers.
be
We have a
interesting.
little principal skill.
It can help or hurt you.
Yes.
And in this case, it really helped Kelvin. It was pretty fast.
I'll educate you in
Yeah.
It's time for
So
some
Liquid
Bart Simpson
uh,
style. All right.
not able getting like good damage, but
Lance
not
the blow.
damage. Yeah, not the damage he was hoping for. Gonna have to do
Kelvin
though.
missed, next to.
Oh,
Eat it now.
oh no, that's not good. I mean, it's not the worst, but it's definitely not what
Yeah.
Kelvin wanted.
No.
Krusty. No problemo. Full speed ahead. Eat asphalt eaters.
I believe there are. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's ways to make it up that are still pretty fast.
For sure. Usually at least 300 to 330 is what you want out of the level. in order to skip Krusty Lou.
Yeah, Kelvin did some weird stuff because he reset the timer, went and did 5-3, and then he had to go do, and then he like reset the timer again, and then did 5-4.
Sure.
So like, yeah, there's definitely some weird stuff there. I don't even I'm already focusing on commentating the mate race, and I'm not sure if I have the attention span to do both.
It's all good. It's all good. Oh yeah, so Liquid, I just realized.
I don't remember these being here before.
Okay, well I was tripping for a second. I was like, bro, is it... Wait, he's not doing reverse. He's not doing the reverse one. I'm just
the one round thing.
Yeah, I'm so used to seeing it at top level that I was just like, wait, this is normal.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. But
So
yeah, it's normal. Cause yeah, there's like the thing where you like go off the boat, and it's very risky, and it doesn't really save a lot of time. Like in fact, I think it doesn't really save any time outside of the fact that you get the wasp.
Liquid got both freebies, so it wouldn't have. It would have been pretty useless.
So that's
I mean,
probably
like,
why he didn't do it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's also just like 100 times more safe. Which is, you know, it's more consistent. So like, I do not, you know, I mean, I would not do that for Liquid, and so I think Liquid made the right choice there.
Yeah.
Unless he was really, really trying to farm aura, which would be like, okay. So Liquid about to finish bar 2, Cullen onto the mission.
Yep, that we were talking about not that long ago.
This is like the closest, like this is I don't know, we have to like do the calculations, but I believe this is still a very close race.
Yeah. I doubt. Well, Kelvin did have to do 5-3 again, so I don't know.
I don't know how the heck
Are we
that's
counting
gonna work.
that? I don't know. I assume.
I feel like we shouldn't because we didn't do the American thing, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know.
So Liquid having
I feel like I don't know. It's definitely gonna be annoying to deal with because it's like it's not gonna feel like a normal certain race unless it's lopsided, which sucks.
for sure. I mean, this before this crash, I mean, it was still like, I mean, I still feel like it's a close race, but
Yeah.
before the crash, you could really, really feel it. You know,
Yeah.
RTA was okay. I've never seen that from Liquid. That is very smart.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. Where like he warps in like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lawsuit.
Very
So
nice, duff truck from Calvin.
for sure, Kelvin really hasn't been missing anything ever since the crash happened, which is very nice to see. Keeping the race close. So for those who don't know, this is the sub 120 group. This is the sub 120 tournament. And this is round robin. So there's a chance that in the future these two face each other.
It's crashing time.
Yep.
I'm a lean, mean speed
So we could see the rematch, but of course we also have to see Liquid do 7-2 and Kelvin do FMJ, and also all the math in between. So
Ooh, the vibrations tickling my feet.
Kelvin getting a much nicer FMJ than Liquid, getting the damage.
Is that the right bracket?
I didn't
Bro, I got no
There's for
idea.
24.
Just call me Air Homer.
I have, yeah, I feel like there are a bunch of old links.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Eat my dust.
So welcome to the 2024 ASM tournament.
Yep.
So
This should be the right one.
Liquid very nicely getting 7-2. Pivotal strat.
Yep. Does not have to deal with 200 FPS 7-3.
Yes. It is one of the big 200 FPS 7-3 is one of the biggest tests for any runner.
Yeah.
And Kelvin is also doing normal set to kill. I imagine I missed it, but Kelvin, I imagine, didn't get the both freebies at the Duff Brewery.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I got no idea.
Or he might just hate it. I don't know. I don't know if Kelvin does that in general.
I feel like I've seen Kelvin do it before, but I'm not sure.
Maybe.
So Kelvin, either way, despite not getting the Crusty Loose, does have enough to skip it. Which, I mean, if you got it, then there's no Crusty Loose skip, but we don't talk
Yeah.
about that.
But yeah. It's definitely a little weird. It's definitely a little more awkward to. Ooh, that's not the best 7-4. Yeah, he's gonna have to retry.
Yeah. That's definitely a place where Cullen can make up some time in about 10 minutes. Okay, second try, very nice. I have never seen Liquid's lineup for how to do this reset.
Uh-oh, it's that black car again. Ooh, it has the speed of a sub-boss combined with the tenacity of a level boss.
Oh yeah, I think Liquid has the glitch where if you pause next to the power plant, it just is gonna be here for like ever. The audio.
Oh.
You know, yeah, like the humming.
Can't really hear the audio. So.
Oh yeah. Very funny glitch is if you do the same thing in 4-7, but like you pause at the very beginning, you can play the entire mission until the third truck with the Cookie Mart music. It's very fun to mess around with. Liquid, yeah. Very nice. So what do you think about Zombie Car out of bounds?
It sounds very hard. That's my thoughts on it. It's like,
yeah,
it seems very hard, and I don't want to try learning it.
That's understandable. It took me like so long to be able to like get consistent with it. Definitely like an FPS dependent strat.
7-4 isn't too bad. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like Zombie Car 7-4 is kind of like, is it really worth it to do it without Zombie Car 7-5? 7-5 is the spawn of Satan, yeah. I have heard 7-5 is among the most difficult strats.
Yeah.
In the entire game.
7-4 is kind of a strat that you can cheese, but like 7-5, you have to come into it with a suit and tie. You know, you got to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, Liquid on the 7-6 that looks very good.
Yep.
So yeah, Liquid's, I mean, despite the first, despite what happened in 7-4, Liquid's Homer 2 has gone pretty well. I mean, 7-5 wasn't the greatest, but can't really complain with it either way. Or complain about it.
Yeah, I mean, it worked, so.
Yeah, it worked. That's all that matters.
Yeah, especially, like, if it worked. I think...
Oh, wait. Liquid's didn't work.
Oh, his 7-6... That was weird.
Okay.
It felt like it didn't work, and then it worked for this.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was like at a weird angle to where like you have to like kind of like jiggle it a bit before it actually become like super speedy.
Yeah.
It's weird. Kelvin getting 7-2 also very nice. Liquid onto the 7-7 jump zone.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! Very unfortunate for Kelvin.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, that was definitely a fail. Fortunate. Yeah, I just kind of feel bad for Kelvin.
Yeah.
Just like with the crash and also, I mean, like that, but I imagine, you know, Liquid struggling to mount the wall here.
Yeah.
This is a very finicky strat, so I can understand why Liquid kind of struggling here, but able to get it eventually.
There we go.
We had to say tickety because the Kaiser had stolen our word 20.
Card that bounces, eh? In a way. So,
Kelvin going for 7-2 again, as... Ooh, no, he didn't get it. That's unfortunate, as Liquid finishes up the run. GG.
119.35. Very nice for Liquid. I mean, can't be too mad at the time.
Liquid is apparently sad, but that could be for a number of reasons.
Yeah, Liquid,
I can't imagine he's happy with what happened to Kelvin. I wouldn't be.
yeah. Liquid was about the honor. Liquid wanted to win a fair fight.
Yeah. And this one doesn't really feel like one. I'm sorry to say.
Now Kelvin has to do
the dreaded 732 at 200 FPS, which he does quite excellently.
Bro speed.
That was very good.
I was about to say bro speed running, but this is a speed run.
He's speed running. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, as we were saying, Liquid didn't want to win like that. I don't think anybody does.
Yeah. Yes.
Uh-oh.
I think. Bro, it's speed
Consumer
running.
reports.
So yeah, this is very big. So I think that with everything that happened, kind of unfortunate. I feel like Kelvin kind of I don't know. I feel like with the bust, I think that this race is kind of GG. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I have to imagine that failing 7-2, that any amount of closeness that was there has to have been eliminated by that.
Oh yeah, so I had no idea you could do it from that angle. Interesting. But yeah, it's very unfortunate what happened to Kelvin with the crash and the 7-2 and I mean bro was speedrun.
Chest pain! Having chest pain!
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, Kelvin kind of struggling with the platforming section here. Also, shoutouts to my man Ed Zobrist.
Piece of cake.
That's my guy. Also,
I'm a lean, mean speed thingy.
Kelvin getting a very nice 7-5.
Yeah, I kind of wish I'd thought of that at the time, but for some reason I didn't. I didn't even think to account for CBFH.
I do feel like it's kind of unfair to like count it against Kelvin for
Yeah.
like the the redone baby van because you know it was kind of
Like out
Because
of
he'd
my
basically
way.
done Baby Van. He literally crashed as as he was finishing up Baby Van. So
yeah. So I
maybe
feel
we
like
should just count it from the 5-4, like when he warps into 5-4. If we're I don't know.
yeah, very
That is up to I think the tournament organizers and I mean I don't know, maybe you're one of them.
yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just I'm just here for the vibes. Unfortunately, Kelvin is plus 13 on PB. Bro, that's crazy. That's
That
crazy.
worked.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's
Sure.
that is
We've
like
had everything else this race. Why not have
yeah.
a crazy 7-6 too?
That's like the first time I've seen someone do that successfully. Then I saw since I saw Bam do it. Unlike he hit the what was it? He hit the Krusty Burger sign and then did the 360. I didn't see what happened to Kelvin though. Like if it was similar. Yeah, I mean Liquid is kind of R farming this race for the most part, but I feel like Kelvin also had his share. I've never seen that 7-7 lineup before. Very nice Hellfish best.
You get all sorts of so interesting bests. Bonfire,
Yeah.
Hellfish.
Yeah. Sleuthing looks a bit different.
I think it's just some top level stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, so about Char being linear.
Oh,
no! Oh no! Alright.
I feel like that is not a. Wait,
Okay,
no. No, actually, wait. No, this actually is. No, never mind.
GG?
I
GG?
I don't think that's GG, but I guess it's a GG because it's DNF. Our TV show has hype moments and aura ass run. I don't know. I kind of gave up it for crash shenanigans. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is DNF. No, actually, Calvin says he'll finish. I'll never DNF.
W.
Okay, so he should
Yo,
have. Wait. Okay,
the tiebreaker.
Never mind. He's gonna do 7-7 inbounds. Let's go.
Which actually, I don't know if the rules have changed on this, but the tiebreaker is an inbound 7-7. So this would matter had this race been a tie. Which I mean is actually possible considering both of their PBs are the exact same.
OG 7-7 out of bounds. I'll give 10 subs. No, I don't think. Wait, is he doing? He's doing resets.
Oh, okay. So anyway, oh.
Let's go. 7-7 resets.
I feel like I watched the Kelvin stream at one point when he was just doing resets with every single car, so
I mean, I guess it's a good way to practice resets. You know, that was scuffed, but it works.
yeah. Oh yeah, so Liquid was talking a bit about, you know, like gifting subs and that stuff.
He's doing Critchwitch! He's doing Critchwitch!
I haven't seen this in a minute. But yeah, I do feel like it is a P Simpsons this year were supporting some very worthy causes. Would definitely say that I don't know. we're I don't know what this is anymore.
Oh, that was too easy.
We are finishing this race, is what we are doing. There are things that are happening on screen right now, and they seem to be approaching the end of the run.
Okay, so that is the GG. GG.
Thank you, both Liquid and LP3, for the 5 gifted subs each. As stated, you both are supporting charities. Something. How?
Did I win?
Yeah.
Did I
GG.
win? I think I won.
But-
Wait,
You
can
did,
someone
well done.
recheck?
Someone is at your front door.
Oh, me? No, no one is at my front door. It is 10:30 at night.
Okay. So yeah, this is a very, very close race up until the crash for Kelvin, unfortunately. It was about like 30 seconds or something like that, and then like the crash happened, and
That's really sad.
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you wanna know what happened? I was collecting the drops and I clipped a pixel in the back of the baby van, so I collected the drops slow because it slowed me down. And then my game
Oh,
crashed.
No.
That is painful.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah. Okay, so the math has come in. Apparently, Kelvin got a 123.51.
Yeah. It may end up getting changed a bit, but I suspect that it's going to be pretty close to the final.
Yeah. There's a
Wait,
lot
so I
of different
didn't win?
factors. I don't know how to answer that. You did do 7-7 resets.
Yeah, that's
Of course.
that's something I don't know if I've ever seen.
Well, now you have.
Yeah.
Definitely not in a race. And then, of course, you did the witch room out of bounds, which is cool.
I think I might have had a
Yeah.
chance if I didn't fail 7-2. I don't know what happened. I've never seen my car just spin out like that before. That's a bit weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's hard for me to really think, like, I mean, like, it was really just the crash and, like, the 7-2,
Yeah.
and then, like, the 7-7 at the end for Kelvin, but, like, for Liquid, like, I really can't name much that went wrong besides, like, that 7-4.
My ARPU was a 1410, which is terrible.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
Curator and.
Oh yeah,
other co-
curator.
Yeah,
forever.
Curator.
Wait, you got to
Yeah,
Apu? I'm still on fishy deals.
Why does it say someone is at your front door on your profile picture, Kelvin?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, that's his RNG.
Yeah. So yeah,
That
kind of
7-6 is
important.
pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the 7-6 was pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't seen like that 360 in like a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, the strat's too easy, so I thought I'd like do a flip.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course.
like extra points.
I felt like there was some like swag spin moments. I think
Oh, my
Liquid
5-1
had
was
a
cool.
really cool looking third color track.
Yeah.
Oh, the reverse?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. And then my 5-1 was completely cooked. That hit and run was scary.
That was insane.
Yeah.
I have never been more terrified to fail a mission.
Oh my. Yeah, that 5-1 like that was
I don't know
that
how
was
you
a
can
roller
knock it
coaster.
either busted, failed, or both. Honestly.
I'm built different. That's all. That's it.
Of course.
Yep.
Did you fail Smithers, Kelvin?
Not the mission, but I failed the strat.
Yeah.
So I lost.
Yeah.
That's why you had a 30-second lead out of Homer 1.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing really went my way at Homer 1. I crawled back a little bit, like I got a really good sellouts that gave me a lot of momentum.
I think
My
I got
Cola
back.
Trucks was ass. I got like a 3-minute Cola Trucks or something.
The consistent theme for this tournament for me is a terrible sellouts. I've not gotten above a 640.
Yeah.
I'm 2 for 2 on 650s, so I think that should be the deciding factor, to be honest.
I'm just here trying to think of like things
Things that happen, yeah.
that happen. There's just like a lot to take in after that crash.
That was a wild race.
Yeah, it was very wild. Very neck and neck for the most part.
Yeah.
Like I felt like Kelvin could have still like won before
Oh,
like
absolutely.
7-2.
Yeah, 7-2.
Absolutely.
I was still like trying until that 7-2 failed, and I was just like, alright, I'm just gonna finish the run. Try and do
Yeah.
some cool things
Yeah,
for the fans.
of course. I just remembered like I remember when 7-3 popped up and like Kelvin didn't get 7-2 and I was like, bro is speedrunning this race. But like, bro, this is a speedrun race. What am I thinking? That's
Yeah, that
crazy.
was a really sick 7-3.
Oh yeah, that was perfect. Like, I don't think I've ever gotten one that good on 200 FPS. That was like actually clean.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
co-commentator and I were talking about, 200s 7-3, but
You made it look like it was easy.
It is easy.
So I was on pace
True,
for a
true.
10:24 Homer 1, and then I got wonky driving on. Well, the Bone Storm truck got wonky
Oh.
driving, and I couldn't get any drops.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Bro, I missed
We
I
did
missed
notice
that.
that it was a lack of drops, but like we didn't notice it.
It was,
We didn't realize it was
yeah,
wonky
no,
until
he had
it was
wonky
playing out.
driving.
Dude, you should have seen what
Yeah.
happened in my Bone Storm. Like, nothing was wrong. Like, we didn't get wonky driving. I'm just bad at the game.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
You just missed the drop. You just like whiffed it. Oh yeah, the Hellfish car launch.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was great. I just sort of visibly gasped when that happened, or audibly gasped when that happened.
I'm pretty sure I cheered. I love it when that happens.
It's so funny.
Yeah. That was like I think the fastest I've seen someone get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't really think of much else.
Nothing's coming to mind.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
pray to God that that's going to be my worst run of the tournament, because if I get another one like that, I might actually uninstall.
Does this officially make me second place?
No.
Damn it. I just have to beat your time then.
Maybe if I got a 124. I mean, like,
You
come on,
have to do
man.
it the old-fashioned way.
Your
Yeah.
7.6 was too vanilla. Like, what was that? Come on, man.
Yeah,
I don't see any
funny
360s.
7-7 inbounds I am.
Can we talk about how clean that witch climb was in 7.7 by the
Oh
way? That was,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
That was
Excellent.
pretty good.
I hadn't seen that.
You got out of bounds way faster than Liquid did.
God.
Wait, what?
A good 30
Yeah.
seconds to get out of bounds.
What were you
Bro.
doing?
What? Flipping
Bouncing on trampoline.
Oh, okay.
Lowrider is crazy. Lowrider and Char.
Alright, I'm done aura farming now. Am I allowed to take my races seriously from now on?
If you insist.
Alright, sounds good. Homer Steel. Just you wait. Just you wait.
All right.
Oh boy. Speaking
Anyone
of,
else? Oh, sorry.
Huh?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
anything else you guys want to say?
No, I think I've covered about everything.
Subscribe to Speed Simpsons.
Wise words. And also Homer Steel talking about the rivalry. The next match will be Homer Steel versus the ZRN. 20th of June, 2 p.m. BST. The 10th match of the sub 120 bracket. So yeah, like to thank Being of Universe for being my commentator, and to Guff for restreaming, but also like helping us just with all of the calculations and
Yeah.
all of that. It was a huge mess, as well as the stream cutting out for a bit. You know,
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
much.
we'll also give a shout out to LP3 and Amber, who I think were doing who were trying to do a lot of the calculations as well, and anyone else who was trying to do them as well.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you in the next race.
Bye.